to the new policy stroke bill, how is that consonant with the existing immigration law and the existing constitution, particularly with regard to due process? My colleagues said some of that about the due process requirements. When you are detained, what happens next? In particular, do you have an appeal? And so on. All of these, and we were told that the Immigration Act already has those provisions in it, and of course the Constitution. And I reiterate what Commissioner Gonzalez said about the Commission's view that and international law's view that detention must be a last resort. So my understanding is that it's not a last resort, so perhaps you can tell us a bit more about that. I'm also concerned about the information from the petitioners that the new law will in fact criminalize, for lack of a better word, ordinary citizens in their humanitarian efforts, that you could in fact be prosecuted if you gave some sort of assistance, especially if we know that there's no crime has been committed, no even offense, certainly no due process at that stage. So that would be something that I think we would need some specific information on at the point at which somebody is suspected of being an undocumented person. If a Bahamian citizen assist them, what exactly is the new law attempting to do? In terms of the enforcement of the policy or the law, how do you go about the process? How do you go about identifying persons who are, in fact, non-nationals? That, I think, is part of the whole concern, that there seems to be a sort of suspicion which may not be reasonable based on how they look or how they sound. You did indicate that you would give us some figures. I don't know if I missed it, but perhaps it will be given to us in writing. We will certainly be happy to get those figures, just to ensure and to reassure ourselves about the proportionality issues that are involved there. And what happens if you do detain, so if you do stop someone and you think that person is on some sort of suspicion that that person is not a national, and the person doesn't have their passport on them? What happens? What are the reports on that? What safeguards are in place to ensure that that person is not hauled off and deported or detained, as the case may be?